Okay, so I admit that I struggled with this CPU cooler fan stuff. This is what took me a while to work on. Here it goes, guys. It's been a long journey. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and for this video we are gonna build a gaming PC. So for those of you who have seen my unboxing video from before, here we are and we're gonna build this PC right now. So if you're interested, please keep on watching to see how we build this gaming PC with all these system components. And also, if you wanna see the video of me doing the unboxing and talking about all the specs and the prices of the following system components, I am gonna put the link in the description box below if you wanna check it out. And also, just a disclaimer, I am not claiming to be an expert on building PCs or computer hardware, and as a matter of fact, this is gonna be my first time building a PC from scratch. I just salvaged and replaced PC parts before, so this is very exciting for me and also nerve-wracking at the same time because I really don't want to mess this up. So if you want to see my journey, please keep on watching. Okay, let's get started by putting the motherboard components together. Okay, I am very nervous about this, so I hope I don't mess it up. I also set aside the stuff I'm gonna put inside the motherboard here, ready. And I also have my toolbox handy on this side, and of course the motherboard manual. Okay, I am gonna start with the CPU. This one says remove. Alright. Okay, I know you have to be gentle with this. CPU. Okay, so I'm gonna install the CPU first in my motherboard, and I got this CPU. I know we have to be very gentle and careful not to bend any pins on it, and I think we have to follow like some sort of an arrow so we would know where to place it. So I'm now reading the motherboard manual, and it really shows you like the overview of the components here, just in case you don't know where you would place the stuff. It's all labeled here, and of course a lot of instructions. Okay, so we have to follow the arrows here to know how we would place the CPU in the motherboard. So for the motherboard, this is where the arrow goes, and this is the one on the CPU, so it should be matching and facing that way. So here is where the arrow for the motherboard, and then the CPU should be where the same arrow is. Alright, so let's put this now. Okay, so CPU is now in there. I hope I got it right. I really hope I did. And it's locked in there now. Okay, so after we've put in the CPU and the motherboard, now let's go on to the RAM or the memory. So I have here the memory sticks. We have two 16 gig RAM here, DDR4, and I have read the manual, and it says that it should be installed on every other slot. That's usually how to install in most motherboards, but you really should still have to check on your motherboard manual. But for mine, it says that we have to start with this A2, and then the next one would be installed in B2. RAM is in place, so let's just make sure that they are locked and secure. So there we go, we have the CPU and the RAM. Okay, so we got the CPU and the RAM down. Now let's move on to my SSD, since I have this M.2 SSD. This goes in the motherboard as well. This is not like the regular SATA or hard drives. So let's see where this goes. And guys, I don't feel that nervous anymore because I got the CPU in there. That was my main concern. So now I think I have eased and loosened up a bit. So now let's just finish this motherboard and let's install the other stuff because I'm excited to put it all in the case. Also, I have never experienced installing this kind of SSD before, so now it's really my first time to do this, and I'm reading the manual step by step. I didn't even know that you have to remove the protective films from the shield, so it's really important to read the manual. And I didn't know that they provide the screws for this. I was looking for the screws in the SSD box, but they are in the motherboard box, so good call. And they even show you how to install it properly, what the positioning will be. So let's get started. Alright, we got the SSD, the M.2 SSD here in place now. So I think the motherboard is all set except for the heatsink for the CPU. Okay, so this is really actually fun so far, and I got through the CPU and most of the motherboard installation, so that I'm not that nervous anymore. I'm just excited to put it all together. So I am just still trying to figure out if I should put the fan in the motherboard now for the CPU cooler, or if I put it after I mount it in the case. Okay, so I got the fan out as well, and I'm just reading the manual. Let's see before I install this, and it came with a lot of manuals here, but in different languages. I have no idea what this is. What's this? This looks like French. I don't understand French. I don't speak French. This is no. What's this? Let's see this one. Why is there a lot of? This looks like Polish. There's more. Okay, let's look for English. No, still not English. Maybe this one. Oh, duh. It says here what language. So this is the English one. Okay, so there's instructions for different kinds of CPU. We have Intel and AMD. So I have Intel 1200. So I'm following this one. Okay, so now I'm having a hard time with the fan. I'm not sure what screws to use. That's why I got some help from YouTube, watching a video now. now I am a bit stressed because I have put in the fan, but I don't know if it's gonna fit. So I have to install this, but it doesn't look like it's gonna fit because my RAM is in here. So I don't even know. I don't know what to do now at this point. Okay, so I have struggled with the CPU cooler for a bit, but now it's all set and it's ready to mount. So here is the case, and let's mount it to the case now. Okay, let's just make sure that the I/O shield is facing the correct way. Just like that. And let us screw the motherboard in. Okay, motherboard was mounted. Now let's install the power supply. Okay guys, so it's almost midnight. I think I'm stopping here, and I have done pretty much a lot with my build. So I'm gonna continue what I have left off tomorrow. Hey guys, so I am back, and this is the second day of me building the PC. I wasn't able to finish last night, so I am gonna continue where I left off last night. So I think that I made a mistake putting the fan on the left side, so I just removed it completely. So I only have one fan in the middle now, and I hope it would work great because I've seen reviews that it should be okay with just one fan. So now I'm just gonna screw back the motherboard in. Okay, so now that I have screwed in the motherboard in place, I am gonna plug in this for the RGB, the LED strip that's back here in my case. So that goes right next to the motherboard power. Okay, so I just got my GPU today, and this is the last one that I'm gonna install on my PC. So let's get started. Okay, so here comes the moment of truth. I have put the video card in, the GPU, and let's see if it's gonna show display on my monitor. So I plugged everything in. I'm just gonna turn it on now. Okay, it looks like it took it. Yay! Alright. Graphics card is in. Woo! Alright, that worked. Yay! Perfect. Okay, so I'm so happy that everything worked out fine in my build. I checked everything. Everything is working. Now it's time to tidy up the cables. Just a little cable management at the back as well. But I don't think I'm gonna be doing a lot because this is already managed. I'm just gonna tie them up and then tidy it up a bit, and then just close the case. That would be the last step, and I'm all set. I'm gonna be setting it up on my desk. That's really exciting, but I'm really happy.